Okay, we're going to look at 2014, 2019, and 2021, where we'll be 2 years from today. We looked at 19 indicators. Of these 19 indicators, 11 moved negatively and 9 moved positively. Starting with GDP itself, it was $568 billion in 2014. It's down to $482 billion because of the depreciation of the currency. The growth rate was 6.2% in 2014. It's now down to 1.91 and just going back up to 2.03. The oil price at that time was $99. It's now at $68. Oil production was 1.91 billion barrels. It's now 1.75 billion. So those four are negative. On-grid power was 3,790 megawatts. It's now 4,116. That's positive. External reserves was $34 billion. It's now $45 billion. That's positive. But the external debt was $9 billion. It's now up to $25 billion.
Wow. So
when you take your reserves and you subtract your debt, we call it the buffers. The buffers in 2014 was $24 billion. The buffers are now down to $19 billion. That's negative. The exchange rate was 191 naira to a dollar. In 2014, it's now 361 naira to a dollar. Projected to go to 400 in 20. The other...
Did you say projected to go to 400?
2021. The trade balance, which is the difference between your exports and your imports, was minus $6 billion in 2014. It has gone to 23.5 positive. That's a big swing. That's positive. The inflation rate was 9.6 in 2014. It's now 11.37. Unemployment plus underemployment was 29.1% in 2014. It's now 43.2%. Wow. So the misery index was 38.7 in 2014, and it's 54.57 in 2019. The minimum wage was 18,000 in 2014. It's now 30,000. And the income per capita was $2,726 in 2014. It's now $2,400. That has gone down. Ease of doing business was once we were ranked 170 in 2014. We are now improved to 146 because the higher you go in there. Ease of doing business score, we had 47 points in 2014. We're now 52 positive. Transparency index, however, we're 136. We are now down to 144 because, obviously. And life expectancy in 2014 was 52 years. And now it's 53 years, so we've gone up 1 point. So in all, 19 indicators, 11 negative, 8 positive. But more important is the citizen scorecard. In 2014, you were buying Gary for 13,500. That bag of Gary is now 6,500. That's positive. Rice was 9,500. It's now 15,000 naira. And that's negative. Beans was 14,000 naira. In 2014, it's now 19,000 naira. It's gone up by 36%. Gala remained the same, 100 naira, 100 naira. But the strip of meat in the gala is smaller.
I was waiting for that, yeah.
Yes,
Palm oil, 9,000. In 2014, it's 9,000 now. And tomatoes was 4,350 kg bag. In 2014, it is now 18,000.
Yes,
it's
and
gone
all the
up
women can
by
attest to that
319%.
Yeah.
And petrol was 97 naira per liter, and it's now 145 naira per liter. So that's the story. What do the international community think about us? The IMF says economy is recovering, structural and policy challenges exist, there's an infrastructure gap. They're recommending stop multiple exchange rates, which is necessary, improve tax collection, stop waivers and exemptions, and tighten money supply. The EIU says the business environment is unlikely to improve. Weak government institutions will persist, oil revenue likely to underperform, and current account will record thinner surpluses. Recommending market-oriented reforms, boost tax compliance, do away with multiple exchange rates, have one exchange rate. Economic performance will pick up moderately. In final analysis, the outlook is this. The must-dos say you have the new agenda, old wine in old bottles or old wine in new bottles, what you think. So challenge to address recessionary gap is 1%. It's declining. There's still a risk. suboptimal investment level, you need to increase investments and encourage investment. You have to increase your buffers. What we must do, we must sign the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. We must work towards forex convertibility. We must reduce subsidies gradually. Investment in road and rail transport, airport concessioning, block leakages, and simplify tax administration. What we may do, the unification of exchange rates, lease and sale of idle assets, convert power sector loans into equity, and shift subsidies from wasteful consumption. What we may not do is remove subsidies completely, sell refineries, and restructure the forex market. In all, finally, President's first official duty will be to pick his cabinet. Key appointments were finished in June. Portfolio and personality changes made. Policy continuity. Execution of policy response to shocks will be the major challenge. Inflationary pressures will persist. Unemployment will increase. Minimum wage will be paid, and likely adjustments to taxes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's
a lot to swallow in one.
That's a lot to absorb.